living life to the emptiest, guilty of your wickedness, teaching myself to survive. You just had to go away, you left me on a Wednesday, you didn't even say goodbye. I went down to the liquor store to hang out by the front door. The shopkeep says stay clear. So I'm walking down an empty street, imagining a funky beat. I got a lucky strike on my ear. 'Cause I'm a cool daddy-o. Don't even act like you didn't know. Love goes the way it's supposed to go. In spite of our horns and halos. Well, this depression's got me in a mess. My mind is so full of stress. There's got to be an easy way out. 'Cause you pretend to defend this crazy little trend that I'm spreading all over the South. 'Cause I failed to finance this romance that we took a chance on so long ago. In the end we'll make amends, but we'll never be friends, 'cause the pain won't let us go. But I'm still a cool daddy-o. Don't make me say I told you so. Hate goes the way it's supposed to go. In spite of our horns and halos. I ain't got no wrinkles on my clothes, and the shoe shine boy, well, he knows how to make 'em glow. I'm not yellow, just a fella who bellows, sounds that are mellow out into the air. Through my eyes you realize it's just a pie in the sky. How could life be so unfair? I always bring many things in the ring, the bell goes dinging, baby, it's no holds barred. But I won't cry if denied the title and the prize, and get supplied with a few more scars, yeah. 'Cause I'm a cool daddy-o. Don't even act like you didn't know. And can I just say I told you so? Life goes the way it's supposed to go. Life goes the way it's supposed to go. In spite of our horns and halos. Was that all right? Was that good? Finally did it. That was like third take on that song. Terrible. I'm always one take, and that's it. But tonight, I don't know. Maybe it's because I got an audience of one. It made me nervous. It made me screw up.
Hello.
Hello. So we're chilling. We're chilling and doing songs and stuff.
Ayo.
What is that? I don't even know what that is. Ayu.
Well, it looks like for Anya, because when I was here to build the snowman, like, hey, I'm Olaf, and I want Olaf. Ayo. And and then she float like that.
Okay. So it's something to do with Frozen.
Yeah.
Because we're all into Frozen. Anyway, it's Thursday.
I can only see my eyes. Oh.
Hopefully you're having a good week. It's almost the weekend. That was Horns and Halos, which it's almost Halloween, so I decided to do Horns and Halos, even though it's not really a Halloween song, but the title is Horns and Halos.
Well, I guess spice.
Well, I guess it taps into the fact that all human beings, have a little bit of horns and halos.
What?
Yeah.
Horns?
Yeah, you got your devil and your angel that are on each shoulder, called a conscience, telling you, and well, I guess your conscience is what's listening to them and trying to balance things out.
Why?
But anyway, so, have you had a good week? Have you had a good week? Maybe this will be the video I'll interview you. Have you had a good week? Yeah. So, shirt of the week. I don't know if you can see it.
That's funny.
Silver Arrow.
Yeah, he's running.
I don't know if you can see this. It says Silver Arrow.
Tinny tin tin.
And you're probably thinking, I've never heard of a group named Silver Arrow.
And
there probably is one. There probably is one, but this is. I had to Google it because I couldn't remember. I knew that I'd got it a few years ago, and I knew it was something Chris Robinson was doing. Chris Robinson of the Black Crowes.
Yeah, and don't forget Chinny Chin Chin.
Okay. Anyway, I knew it was something that Chris Robinson was doing or involved with, and I Googled it, and it's Silver Arrow Records, and I guess this is something he did with the Chris Robinson Brotherhood while he was, while the Black Crowes were broken up. Anyway, this was before the Black Crowes had broken up, though, that I got the shirt. And I don't remember how I got it. It was some kind of, probably some kind of promo deal of something I ordered from them. Because I'm a Black Crowes fan. I think they're one of the best groups ever. And so that was my deal, Black Crowes. So that was the shirt.
I think I made his diapers.
Okay, so anyway, speaking of Googling, I decided this week I would do maybe going forward I'll do 2 songs, and it can be any combination of, like this week will be 1 original, 1 cover. But some weeks it may be 2 originals, it may be a cover and original, or a cover and a cover, I don't know. But this week I decided to do an original and a cover. So that was the original, Horns and Halos. I have no idea how I came up with it. It's one of my coolest songs, I think. It's open to interpretation. You may think it's terrible, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that, but I think it's great. But so I was like, well, getting closer to Halloween, so I want to do something that's, and it's not really I don't know, it's not really a Halloween song, but it's kind of in that neighborhood. Because what I wanted to do was Long Black Veil. And I was like thinking, because the first time I heard it was from Johnny Cash, because I grew up listening to Johnny Cash because my dad got tons of 45s records of Johnny Cash songs. And I remember my dad playing and singing Long Black Veil when I was way back from when I was really little. So that was the first that I heard of it. So I was thinking, did Johnny Cash write Long Black Veil? But so I had to Google it because I wanted to. And anyway, so last night I spent some time researching Long Black Veil, and it was kind of interesting. It was kind of stuff that I didn't know. And I got my laptop here set up behind my phone that I'm recording on, so that's what I'm looking at. Okay, Long Black Veil. What in the world is this? Can she not scroll away? This is not what I was. Okay. Okay. Alright, here's where the old man in me comes out. Alright, it was written 1959 by Danny Deal and Mary John Wilkin. And it was first recorded by Lefty Frizzell. Okay. And it is about this guy he gets falsely accused of killing somebody. And he has the opportunity to give an alibi because he wasn't guilty of it. So he has the opportunity of giving an alibi, but he chooses not to because on the night in question, he was actually having relations with the wife of his friend. So rather than, drag her name and his name through the mud, and well, I guess his name's already in the mud, but rather than causing a lot of problems for her, he just doesn't give an alibi and goes to the gallows. And then later, she, goes and visits his grave, in a Long Black Veil. All right, so then I was like, well, I'm into stories because I watch like Todd Snyder every week. Todd Snyder on Sunday, and that was the inspiration for me doing videos and talking about like my songs and doing songs and stuff. Was I watched Todd Snyder's What It Is that he posts every Sunday, and I recommend anybody to go and watch it because it's great stuff. And if you don't know who Todd Snyder is, go and check out his stuff. And from there you can just go down the rabbit hole to other music that you may have never heard that you should have heard.
Yeah, my kids' fans.
So, so anyway, I was like, I want to learn. I'm into the why of like especially great songs. I'm into the where did that come from? How did you come up with that? What is the inspiration for
how you didn't
for
do
it?
This. I didn't do this.
So let me get to I don't know.
I'll be right back.
All right, I want to get down to the nitty gritty of what I was. Okay, here it is. So the inspirations, the two writers, which is a man and a woman, who, like I already said, is Danny Deal two songwriters, Danny Dill and Mary John Wilkin. They collaborated and wrote The Long Black Veil. And they said that the inspiration for the song came from, it was three different inspirations. One was Red Foley's recording of God Walks These Hills With Me. Okay, which I was going to listen to that, but I hadn't had a chance to. I'd like to listen to that song, but that's the name of it, by Red Foley. God Walks These Hills With Me. Okay, this number two inspiration was a newspaper story at the time, this was like 1959. A newspaper story at the time about the unsolved murder of a priest. And I would really like to find out which story that was and read up on that, and I think that would be interesting to learn about.
And then, don't forget I'm cute.
Lastly, the legend of a mysterious veiled woman who regularly visited Rudolph Valentino's grave. It says Dill himself called it an instant folk song with the combination of those three inspirations. But the last one was kind of the most interesting, and that's like the one I tackled, was, Rudolph Valentino. In like the 1920s, he was a heartthrob. He was like, he was a, what do you call it, sex symbol in the 1920s. He was in a lot of silent movies. Because, this was pre-internet. This is pre-everybody having a television and everything. This was like the 1920s. He was a big silent film star. And he was good looking and everything. His name was Rudolph Valentino. Okay, he got, he died at 31 from, and I was going to try to figure out how to pronounce the condition, and I don't want to go in to try to figure out, or scroll down to find out. Anyway, he died. It was stomach problem. It was called periodontitis, some kind of infection of your stomach, which could be caused from several things, from several other conditions, ulcers. I think it was ulcers. I think he had I don't remember. You can go and read about it. But anyway, this Rudolph Valentino, he died at 31.
Yeah, he died right.
And so, as a publicity stunt, I think maybe the first anniversary of his death, it was a publicity stunt. They had like paid a lady to go and he had paid his publicist or whatever, I guess, had paid a lady to go and mourn at his grave, wearing a black veil. Then, after that, there were copycats. Like the first year was just a stunt, and then there were copycats who did it every year. Then it kind of just became a tradition that a lady would go and mourn at his grave in a long black veil. But it's pretty interesting. You can Google it and read up on it, and check out the. I want to check out Red Foley's Red Foley's song, "God Walks These Hills with Me," and I'd like to also see about who the priest was that got murdered that was unsolved. But anyway, I guess okay. So I guess, do you have anything else? Do you have anything to say? If not, I'm gonna do the song and then we'll close it out.
We got 1,500 subscribers for our 100 friends for us, and then they're 100 subscribers of their videos.
Yeah, I think what did you say? I think you said if you had 150 subscribers, if you all got 100 other people to subscribe, that would be great. So that would be wonderful. I think there's like 16 subscribers right now, so nobody's watching this, but it's okay. If nothing else, this will be fun for you when you get my age to pull up the video and watch. And you'll be able to look back and say, I remember the night that I sat out here on Daddy's knee and he did this silly video where he was playing songs. And that was so fun. So I had a great time. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, here I'm gonna do Long Black Veil, and then we'll close it out. Okay. Oh, don't trip over. What? Don't trip over the cord. Okay. And really the first, like, from childhood, like I said before, I always heard my dad do this song. But I was too young to like learn how to play it. My dad died when I was a teenager, so he's the one that originally taught me how to play, chords and other people's songs, and like, I can't even remember how to do it, but different songs. They may be some of the covers coming up later, songs that he taught me, but this one, no, I'd kind of forgotten about this song until I'm really into Black Crowes, and everybody's covered Long Black Veil. Tons of people have covered it, but since I was into Black Crowes, they would, at some of their concerts, they would cover it, and that's where I would hear it at. And I actually have a recording, because I remember you used to go on their website and like purchase. You could like make your own album. You could find like recordings from there, or you could purchase their entire performance at whatever. And like I went and seen them live 3 times, and one of the times that I saw them, one of the times I went and saw them live, I actually purchased the live show so that I'd have it. But I got in that world of seeing what all songs they do at their concerts and everything, and Long Black Veil is actually one of the songs that they cover. So that's how I got introduced to it again, and then I just figured it out. I didn't have to look up the chorus. It's a really easy song to figure out what the chords are and to play along with. 10 years ago, on a cold, dark night, there was someone killed beneath the town hall lights. There were few at the scene, but they all did agree that the man who ran what is your alibi? If you were somewhere else, then you won't have to die. I spoke not a word, though it meant my life, for I'd been in the arms of my best friend's wife. She walks these hills in a long black veil, visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows and nobody sees. Nobody knows but me. Oh, the scaffold is high and eternity's near. She stood in the crowd, but shed not a tear. Sometimes at night, when the cold winds moan in a long black veil, she cries over my bones. She walks these hills in a long black veil. It visits my grave when the night winds wail. Nobody knows and nobody sees. Nobody knows but me. Nobody knows and nobody sees. Nobody knows but me. So anyway, I selected that one. I guess there's a lot of other better Halloween spooky songs, but I think it's kind of spooky and romantic all at the same time, and the Rudolph Valentino story kind of plays into it. And I think there's also some rumors about that there's a ghostly figure that I think it became legend. There was a ghostly figure that would mourn at his grave, every year. So
Don't forget my words.
that kind of fits in.
Don't forget my words.
Kind of fits in with Halloween, don't you think?
These bubbles.
Kind of spooky.
Weather ready, Mom.
So, are you ready for Halloween?
Mhm.
It's almost here.
Mhm.
Still got a couple of weeks to go. And we'll be back next week. And we'll do a couple of more songs. Okay? Okay. You gonna be here? You gonna be here or you gonna stand us up? What you gonna do? You'll be here? You do it with me? You be my co-star? Okay. Alright. Well, you gonna say bye.
Bye.
Okay. Alright. Have a good week.
Don't forget I'm happy.